We do not need the Israelite woman. First, I want to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishop, the great millstone, who rule well. Peace and blessings to you fellow brothers pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. And this is actually based off of a couple of things. Last night or this morning, it was, I had a dream, and I'll get into that. But then I woke up and I saw Apostle Elder Dahar. He did a video. I actually didn't get to check the video out yet, but I already know what it's about. Basically, pretty much the same title, kind of. We don't need the Israelite woman to bring back the nation. Essentially, I'm gonna check that out. But this has been echoed amongst the years because it's just true. The man carries the seed. So on top of that, when I saw that, and then I had the dream, and I'm gonna get into that in a second. At first, I wasn't even gonna say no, but the spirit's on me, kind of like just do the video. So I'm turning on the recorder, just doing the video, and I kind of found it ironic that the apostle did that video, and then I had that dream that night, last night or this morning, to kind of reconfirm that. So basically, it was I was in, I guess, a room. I guess we were like in a house, and it was a white woman. There was some Asian. It was a couple white women and Asian women, if I'm not mistaken. It was white women and Asian women for sure. And then it was me and a couple of Jakes. Nobody that I know in particular, but it's just a couple of Jakes, so-called black men. Right? It was four of us. And then it was there were two white women, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it was like two white women or two Asian women as well. And then it was also two black women. And we're sitting across from each other, like the men we're on couches, and the women are on chairs. And basically, the women they digging us, even the black women they're all digging us. And basically they start choosing up who they wanted to be with, but they didn't make a move. And then I guess the black woman said something. And then I said something, if I can't remember, I forget exactly what I said, which would prompt the women to come to where we were at on the couch. Prior to that, I was talking to the white woman, and she's all on me. So I said something to the women on the other side of the room, which prompted them to run to Jake. And the ones that ran to Jake were the white women and the Asian women, and like kind of like just sat, we were all on the couch, and they just kind of sat by Jake. So I'm just kind of like right there, and then you have the two black women that are like left over, but they didn't want to come. They were like they had their arms crossed. And they had they legs crossed, and I'm like, babe, come over here, come over. So they didn't want to come over. They were like upset. They were mad. In my head, I'm like, bitch, we don't need you. And then here you go. I wake up in the morning, reality, right? And I saw that video, Apostle. So I was just kind of like meditating on that throughout the day. It's around 3 p.m. I saw that in the morning. So it's been a couple of hours to kind of sit on it. I didn't really take nothing. It wasn't like a big deal to even bring out, but the Spirit's on me just to kind of bring it out. Just stating that we don't need the Israelite woman to bring back the nation. Okay, if every Israelite woman perished, okay, the Israelites will still come back through the seed of the man. Let me get a scripture. This is not long. This is something something that I just kind of I found expedient to bring out. Yeah, you got you know, this is a woman's world, and women, they have a lot of benefits in this society, especially the black woman, which was kind of, you know, echoed in that dream. You know, that attitude, they have the attitudes, two of them. No, good looking women, but the white women and the Asian. Oh, and the white woman said, she said something. One of the white women said something to a Jake. He's like, "Oh, you look sweet, like a lollipop. I'm gonna eat." Like, she was like, you know, lusting over Jake. And when I said that prompt, the white women and the Asian women, they ran to Jake. Okay, they ran to basically solidify their spot with Jake. While the black woman, she had her legs and her arms crossed with a stink ass attitude. That's okay, because at the end of the day, we don't need you. You need us. And that's just the reality, and that reality is going to set in very soon when you see all these different, you know, tribulations come down on the earth, this trouble come down on the earth. Then you're gonna want your man, right, the so-called black man, to save. And it's really mainly the black woman, mainly the American black woman in particular, because you got these Latin tribes. Hey, these Latin tribes. Hey, when I go out, hey, them Latin tribes, they be coming up. All right, so it's all the tribes, but mainly it's that black woman, which a lot of you so-called black women, you're not gonna make it. Okay, I'm gonna bring this out because the Lord, he's dealing with men. I mean, we can bring out multiple scriptures. Let me just bring out Revelation 7:4. It says, "And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel." It says, "Of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Now, did it say women as well? No, 12,000 men. Okay, out of the tribe of Judah that will be sealed. Okay, from each prospective tribe, right? Of the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000. Okay, so Reuben, 12,000 Reubenite men are going to be sealed. Okay, of the tribe of Gad were sealed 12,000. Same thing with the tribe of Gad, 12,000 Gadite men, not women. Which, you know, you're gonna have sisters that are going to believe, and this doesn't apply to them. There are exceptions. You're gonna have Judite women that are going to be delivered, and their children that are under a man of the Lord. Okay, but the rest of you stink hoes. Okay, you gonna be destroyed here in America. And I mean, I can continue. Let me read a little bit more. And of the tribe of Asher were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Naphtali were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph, which is Ephraim, were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Benjamin were sealed 12,000. So 12,000 men. Okay, out of each tribe. Let me read verse 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and psalms in their hands. So the women are a part of that. Now, in that dream, it could have been those that the white woman and the Asian woman, they could have actually been Israelite women. Okay, from different tribes. You never know. These women from these different nations that be, you know, on Jake. Now, of course, the heathen nations, they own Jake too. Oh, and they're gonna be like that in the kingdom. But you also have to consider that they can also be Israelites. Okay, and so John the Revelator, he's seeing this big number out of all nations, out of all kindreds, out of all people, which are not the other nations, but they looked like the other nations. All right, because our people are scattered, okay, amongst all the different nations. So kind of reading this and reflecting back on that dream, Okay, you can have women that look like the other nations, all right, that are going to be flocking to Jake, that are actually part of the elect, and that's going to make our woman mad. But guess what? Hey, either you get with it or you get lost, because the Most High does not need women to be sealed, okay, for this thing to continue, because the seed of which the Lord is going to seal women, you do have the elect lady, so there's going to be a lot of women that are going to be saved, okay? But just kind of reflecting back on that dream, which is part of the curses. The woman, her eyes shall be evil towards her husband, towards her children. All right, and especially the American black woman, she has the worst attitude. Why do you think there's a rise to the passport bros? And Jake is starting to find out, oh wow, when I go to a different country, I mean they literally chasing after me. Okay, even them Jakes from West Africa, they be going to these Europe, man, them women out there in Europe, them Dutch women and Polish women, them French women, they all over Jake, man. All right, because Esau, he's out, okay, and Jake is in. And the black woman, she doesn't get that. She thinks that this world revolves around her. And you got so-called sisters, believers that so-called, I say, that still have that feminism in their heart, like the man owe them something. The man gotta serve them. Nah, that's not how it goes. You are the servant. Okay, and we gotta remind our people that, because our people, they fell, hey, they fell out of they pretty much fell from heaven. They fell from the right way. So we're here to, get our people, back in order through the preaching of the word. I think I finished it. Let me finish this. It said, let me read verse 9 again. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations. So John is actually seeing all nations. He's seeing what he perceived to be Moabites, what he perceived to be Ishmaelites, okay, what he perceived to be Edomites, Hamites, okay, all kindreds. So all kindreds and people. So all people that are on the face of the earth, John is seeing this great multitude, and tongues, speaking different languages, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with the white robe. Why would the Most High have the heathen nations in white robes? Okay, the Heavenly Father has never dealt with the heathen. I mean, we can get multiple scriptures on that. Clothed with white robes and psalms in their hand, and cried with a loud voice, saying, salvation to our God, which sitteth upon the throne and upon the Lamb. Right, and the Most High is only God, Yahweh, through His Son Yahweh. They're only. He's only the God of the Israelites. So John is seeing all nations, but these nations are actually Israelites. So you're going to have Israelite women that are going to be looking like Ammonites, straight up Japanese, Korean women. They're actually Jake. Ishmaelite women, and guess what? They're going to be flocking to Jake. Okay. So-called white women, they're going to be they so-called look white, but they're Irish, or they're Polish, or whatever, German, okay, that are going to be jocking a Jake, and as well as the heathen nations too. And let me just bring out that scripture. We all know that scripture. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let me continue. Let me jump down. Verse 13. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, what are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they? So John is being asked this question from one of the elders. Okay. And I said unto him, sir, thou knowest. So John's like, I don't know. He's like, what's going on? I'm seeing all type of nations from kindreds, and what's going on? And he said unto me, these are they which came out of great tribulation. So you got a lot of these immigrants, migrants, if you want to call them, okay, that have migrated over here to America. Some of those are Israelites that are looking like the other nations. Some are heathens. Okay, and within that number of those, so-called those Gentile Jakes, okay, that are coming over here and that are already over here. Okay, some of them are going to be part of the elect. Okay. And he said unto me, these are they which came out of great tribulation and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. So you're gonna have individuals, men and women, okay, that are gonna look like the other nations, that are going to cleave to the house of Israel. It tells you that in Isaiah the 14th chapter. Okay, they're gonna cleave to the house. I'm sorry. It's either Isaiah 14 or is it 14:1? Give me a second. Or Jeremiah. I believe it's Isaiah 14:1. I'm not going to read. I'm just going to verify. Right. Yeah, Isaiah. You can read Isaiah 1 and 2. Okay, so you're going to have these so-called heathen, because things are going to get very, very hectic. Okay, when this tribulation comes, and the Most High is going to call his elect, he's going to call them out of all these different nations, just as the Lord, he has called us out of our families, okay, to this truth. Okay, you're going to have other Israelites that are going to be getting called, that are going to look like other nations. And you know what? These black only Israelites, these Israelites that don't understand the mystery of the Gentiles, they're going to be upset. Okay, just like those two black women that were in the dream. Hey, you could have shared it, man. You could have had you a man. Okay, but they had that stink ass attitude, which again, we don't need the Israelite woman. Okay, we don't need you. Okay, that's the reality check. Okay, if you want to jump on board, you want to get right. Hey, that's the spirit of the Most High gave to you. But guess what? The women are gonna come. Okay, there's gonna be lots of women that are gonna understand that concept. Okay, they're gonna understand that concept, and they're gonna get in order. And let me read it. Let me read Isaiah 3 first. Go down and tell you why. Because the Most High is getting ready to force everybody's hand. He's getting ready to show you who his man, which men he's with. You can read Isaiah 32 and 2. I shall make a man as a hiding place from the wind. Oh, also Isaiah 13? Isaiah 13 and 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. When have you ever found gold? I've never found gold. Okay. You are more likely to get bit by a shark than to find random gold. And not just any gold, a gold speck. I'm talking about the highest quality gold, a big ass nugget. You ain't gonna find that just laying down on the street. If there was a big nugget of gold laying down in the street, people will go to war with each other to get that gold. Nations have went to war over gold. So when a man of the Lord is in the midst, these women are going to flock to that gold, okay? And the spiritual woman is going to understand that. The Most High is going to put a spirit on that woman to get that concept. But the rest of you women, especially you black women, okay? You're gonna have your attitude. You're gonna think the man is supposed to worship you. You're supposed to have multiple boyfriends. You be polyamorous. All that bullshit. And you're gonna be destroyed right along with Esau here in Babylon the Great. Okay, Isaiah 3 and 24. And it shall come to pass. Oh no, but you can read up there. Let me read 25. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty men in the war. Yeah, so these men they're gonna be getting drafted. And guess what? The elect are not gonna get drafted. Okay, the Most High is gonna protect his elect. okay, from these things that are getting ready to come down upon the earth. But he ain't gonna protect these 2/3 men. And these 2/3 men that these women are with, the Most High gonna send their ass to war. All right, so you really not gonna have no protection. And her gate shall lament and mourn, and she shall be desolate. And she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. Meaning you're gonna be in a state of mourning. Okay, because your man, your so-called protector, he gonna get sent off to the war. You're gonna get that letter. He's dead. And it's hard. It's hard out here. You know, ain't nobody to pay your bills. Nobody to protect you. Okay, nobody to give you guidance. Because the black woman will make you believe, and these other Israelite women, all right, especially these women in America, they would make you believe that they got it. You know, they have everything under control. And the so-called white man, he gives them, like, he literally gives them high-paying jobs on purpose. So now she got her little high-paying job. She got a little BMW. She got a little condo. She might even bought a little property. You know, she got a couple of bags, Gucci and Louis and Chanel bags, and you know the outs. She got niggas, you know, chasing her, but she don't want them. She want a high-value man. She, you know, so she make it seem like she got everything under control when she's just a scared little girl. Okay, when tough times come. When tough times come, that job that you have, furthermore, there will be no more jobs. Okay? Furthermore, there's going to be famine. So all the Uber Eats and, you know, that money that you have as a defense, that's not going to be, a man in that day is going to be defense. Okay? A man of Yah Bashamal Shai. Because the rest of these men, they're going to be dying. Okay? They're going to be as women. Okay? So you're going to get with it or you not. This is the thing. You don't have to. Why? Because there's going to be all type of women that's going to be flocking to the men of the Lord. And they're going to be looking like the other nations as well. Elamite women. You're going to think it's an Elamite woman. And it's an actual Israelite woman. All right? And she's going to be part of the elect. Okay? Look at this bitch. She got a BBL on her. The Latin woman. I think that's a Latin woman. Yeah, she got to be Latin woman. BBL. Oh boy. Isaiah 4:1. And nobody's going to want that. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. See? 7 just means completion. And in that dream, when I gave that prompt, I forget exactly what I said. Just come over and hold our hands. I think I might have said that. Come over and hold our hands. And the white women and the age, they jumped. It was like, boom. Once I said that, they jumped, and the black woman, they were just sitting there, just looking across, just mean mugging. I'm like, damn. Okay. We will eat. Let me read it again. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Basically, we'll take care of ourselves. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Okay, because a woman without a man in that day, without children, that's going to be a reproach unto them. And they're not going to care if you have 3 other women. They just want to be part of it. All right, because if you are not cleaved into a man of the Lord in this time, that's your ass. I mean, and the Lord is terrible, man. You already see what these men do, and you know that's the spirit too. There's two black women right now walking across the street, look exactly just like the ones in a dream. I kid you not. Literally walking up. They might be actually coming to the park where I'm at. Literally. Okay. That's all spiritual. You know, dress. When one's in a dress, a long dress, you know. Whatever. Let me read that again. That's all ironic. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Because you're gonna be real done out there, man. All right, you're gonna be finished if you are not cleave unto a man of the Lord. All right, and what do you know? They literally send. I mean, 10 steps away. So I'm going to close it there. Hey, man. Shalom to the elect.